Good morning, church. I wanted to share with you a brief devotion today. As I was looking through my text and looking through some scripture and trying to decide what to share with you for this Lenten luncheon, I came across this book. It was called The Daily Light, and this one was for evening. It doesn't say the date it was published, but in 1902, April 2nd of 1902, Eva Bashgate was given this book, this devotional. And if you turn 2 more blank pages, you will see that it was given to me by my parents in 1972. This would have been just about 6 months after I had been baptized. And that was just the second time I had ever seen my parents in church. We went for my grandfather's funeral, and then I remember them being there for my baptism along with my sister's baptisms. That happened all at the same time. But I knew nothing more about my parents' faith. As I began looking through this book, I began noticing some writings that are contained in it. You can see some child has gotten a hold of the book and scribbled in it. And then someone else has written beside it. Someone wrote a beautiful prayer. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. As I went through and saw again the markings that someone had used as they studied through this book, I deeply longed for notes from my own parents, or maybe memories of my own parents' talks of faith and conversation. As I was going through my candidacy for ordination, my father was dying of cancer, and at that last visit I had with him prior to the very end, I found a yearbook of his, and in the yearbook in the corner was written a note from someone who said to my dad that he was going to make a great preacher. That was a revelation to me. I'd never even seen my dad in church, let alone known that he had wanted to be a minister, and it's been years and years now since the date that I had received this book that I would learn of my mom's own struggle with organized religion because of the way her father handled some situations in her life because of his faith. And I just want to say, I am so grateful that they shared this with me, and that they allowed those moments in my life for growth to happen, the going to church and the pursuing teaching Bible school and, all of those kind of things that they empowered me to do just by allowing me to do it, and that sort of thing. But those of us who are grandparents and parents, I want to encourage you that as time goes on, they'll want more than just being allowed to pursue faith. They'll want something more than just memories of how you shared it. They'll want your words. And so as we go through this Lenten season and we take this time to really search ourselves and to allow God to search ourselves and to search our hearts, and to lead us in the way to everlasting, one of the things I would encourage you is to allow the Lord to lead you in the sharing of your faith. That those words might have a lasting impact on those that you love. I think it's a good reminder for all of us during this Lenten season. Blessings.